Hello, welcome to another episode of Next Generation's First Generation. We are currently in the middle of our mid-season production break. If you recall, Star Trek Next Generation did take a production break around the December-January time, so we are going to be doing the same, and so that our episode releases sync up with the 30-year anniversary of each episode. Today we are reviewing Adventures in Babysitting. We had a great fun with this movie review, and we hope to do something similar in future seasons during the production breaks. Please let us know how it went, your thoughts and opinions, and just to double check, we got a little lazy with our expletives, so every now and then you might hear a naughty word slip out, so this is a fair warning to you all, and we hope that you enjoyed the program as much as we do. Have a good movie.
Okay, so this is going to be our first attempt on Next Generation's First Generation at a movie commentary. You should be hearing this in December of 1987, and this is a popular 1987 release, which features Anthony Rapp, who is on the current incarnation of Star Trek as the engineer. This is Christopher Columbus's directorial debut. It stars Elizabeth Shue, who in 1988 would become Marty McFly's girlfriend in Back to the Future Parts 2 and 3.
Wow, step from the past. Now, I'll be clear, this is Sasha, and I have never actually seen this movie before. So this will be a new debut for me. I remember back in 1988, watching Star Trek. That was kind of the only thing I watched, and I was surprised to learn that they took production breaks. But it wasn't just that they took a break. I wasn't paying attention. All I knew is I turned on the TV at the time Trek was supposed to come on, and it was a rerun of Coach. And I'm like, wait, where'd my show go? Oh my gosh! Yeah, and so you'd have these really awkward breaks mid-season, lasting just a couple of weeks, and then new episodes would come out.
Yeah. So our plan is for since all these episodes are being released concurrent to the 30-year mark of when they originally came out, for those months that they weren't on, we will go monthly with a movie commentary. So this will be your December episode of Next Generation's First Generation. And in case you couldn't tell from my description, it is Adventures in Babysitting. To my right, I have Sasha Shouties, who you already heard from. And to my left is Sasha. To my right is Alex.
Hi. Love to love you.
Yeah. This will be your first time hearing her on the show, even though she has already recorded 2 episodes that you'll hear in the future. Woo! Wibbly wobbly timey wimey.
Might come back to do more. It's a good enough excuse as any to hang out.
I thought the Vulcan Science Academy approved that time travel did not exist. Oh wait, no, wrong show. Yeah. Wrong show!
Okay, so without further ado, we will guide you through 1987's Adventures in Babysitting.
Woo! We're pushing play now. Touchstone did this. Cool.
What the hell is that blurry thing anyway?
It's supposed to be like a lightning bolt hitting a stone. And here we have... I love this. This is like one of the best opening scenes in movies for me. Elizabeth Shue's dance to And Then He Kissed Me. Just getting ready for her date with another future character actor star who we'll see in a few minutes.
I'm kind of getting a vibe from Grease, of all things.
No, this is one of those movies that really surprised me that John Hughes had nothing to do with. For years, I kind of ascribed it to being a John Hughes movie. It takes place in Chicago. It's about a rich family.
I think there's too many complicated movements for it to be convincing, even though it's entertaining. Whenever I've done this in my house, it's usually bad rap music that has, like, candy metaphors in it, and you're just booty dancing in front of the mirror for a second while you're putting on lip gloss.
This room's too damn clean, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. There's posters.
Yeah, her bedroom is the size of the apartment we're recording this in.
Oh, that's another thing.
Yeah.
And everything's even if you're a girly girl, there's just too much girly. It's all pink. There's flowers. All the posters are non-threatening.
It reminds me of the room of the older sister in Stranger Things.
Yes.
It looks like her bedroom.
My aunt used to have a collection of those masks that are in the background, though. They used to sell them at the dollar store.
And here comes our Bradley Whitford, the boyfriend, who you will recognize from The West Wing and, of course, for sci-fi fans, Cabin in the Woods.
And that's another trope. I'm sorry, but if you're in America and you aren't a trust fund kid, nobody could afford their own car, and if they did, they were junk shop jalopy.
I was just wondering about that. When I was in high school, I had a 1972 Volkswagen bus that broke down every other week.
Oh yeah, and there was usually like multicolored, like the front panel was a different color, and so was the door.
Yeah.
There was a crack in the mirror, but there was a crack in the front window, but it was only on the one side, so it wasn't technically illegal. And duct tape was holding on the side mirror.
Oh yeah, I had an electrical fire in that bus, and
oh my god,
I was so lucky I had a fire extinguisher, put it out, and because the buses were so simple, I could just hotwire a couple of wires from the burned ends and restart it. And man, that was a death trap. Anyway, so who's this guy? Is the boyfriend?
This is her boyfriend who she was supposed to go out with.
So old.
He is about 7 years older than the actress here, so she is.
He's got
I looked up the ages before I did this. So she is. I want to say she's 1963 or 64. He's 1959. Okay, so he's about 4 years old. So he's 4 years older than her. She is meant to be playing 17 in this movie. Yeah. He is supposed to, I do believe he is supposed to have just graduated high school. Oh. Here is her best friend, Penelope Ann Miller.
It's a Irma Gurr girl.
Yeah.
Irma Gurr.
Yeah.
Well, retro Irma.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm not convinced these people are teenagers.
Yeah, even more so than the usual 90s thing.
I love how she's wearing a collared shirt under a sweater. That's gorgeous.
And those earrings are way too flashy.
So,
yeah.
So setting up the plot here, her friend is describing how she hates her stepmom, and her two choices are poisoning her with Drano or running away.
Can't she do both?
Yeah.
Or you could all sit down and talk about it like adults, but of course you're not going to do that because it won't lead to wacky consequences.
Yeah. Babysitting.
Yeah.
She is too old for babysitting.
Yes, which will be mentioned here in a minute.
Yeah. It's...
Babysitting's like, call me 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you're the older sibling, you're going to get stuck doing that regardless, and you're not going to get paid.
Yeah, she wants to make babies, not watch babies.
I'm sorry, if you're in high school, no judgments or anything, but nobody actually wanted children in high school.
True, no.
Unless, of course, you were one of those very, very weird kids that are like, Mom, I'm going to get knocked up whether you like it or not, and then you're going to support me. That's a thing now, which is really creepy. Yeah. Like, YouTube
That's new to me.
Yeah, we are introduced to the girl who...
very unsettling.
...is going to be babysat here, who is obsessed with the mighty Thor.
For a second there, I thought it was going to be like a Ronald McDonald thing with the colors.
No. Hang on. That kid, the older brother, I think was the stoner brother from Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Might have been.
Yeah, look at his face.
Another suspiciously clean suburban house.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, look at this. I mean, they have a 4-car garage.
What did their parents do for a living?
Well, we're going to see the parents at work in a little bit.
Everything's too white.
Is this Chicago-based?
Yes.
None of it's secondhand. That station wagon should have dents in it.
So why was upper middle class Chicago kind of the standard for family movies in the 80s? What's up with that? I'm thinking like Ferris Bueller and...
Speaking as what I suspect, it's completely non-threatening. Everybody's white. All the kids are well behaved.
Huh.
There you can see the
and they're good examples. You know, nobody's like on drugs or going through some mood swings or trying to find themselves, and it's kind of sad.
So it's the 2.5 kid standard, is what
Very 80s room. My pet monster up on the shelf. She has just taken her brother's Clearasil because she ran out of brown for coloring her drawings of Thor with. Now...
Way to improvise, kid. I never would have considered face cream for art supplies.
Now, we are to believe here that he is a freshman in high school, and Elizabeth Shue, the babysitter, is a senior in high school.
Yeah, he's too big.
In reality... No, he's 15. No, the actor here is 15. Elizabeth Shue is 24.
Maybe it's just the way he's dressed. He looks more mature than he actually is.
Now, which one is supposed to be Marty McFly's...
the girlfriend right behind...
Yeah.
Right behind him here. That's the girlfriend in Back to the Future's Part 2 and Part 3.
Ah, okay. Wow, she looks really different. Or I just haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah.
I like her Doctor Who scarf there.
Yeah.
I think it needs to be a little thicker, though.
And browner. Like, it's... Doctor Who wasn't into pastels.
That's also something I need to watch.
Again, another colored shirt underneath the sweater. He's not wearing it right, though.
At least it's not a Dickie. That's totally nerdy.
Does he like her?
Yes, he does. And basically his sister was teasing him about that just a second ago.
At least he's not staring at her tits.
Yeah.
So, if he's a freshman in high school, why in the world would they hire a babysitter?
Because he's spending the night at a friend's house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it's like... Babysitting kind of ended for me, like, right about 9 or 10. When my parents learned I wouldn't burn down the house, they're like, "You're on your own, kid. Good luck."
Let's see. But the caveat to that is...
A good Yiddish joke there where he's complimenting her on her big brown coat. And she's like, "It's my grandfather's. Your grandfather had good taste. My grandfather is dead."
Hey, it's Luxana Troy. No, it's not. No. But she's dressing
wearing a very Luxana Troy outfit.
The caveat to you getting a babysitter even after you're of age.
I don't believe that their children know how to clean. There's a big spill on the floor, and the girl just kind of shrugs.
That's why they got to get a dog.
Put some newspaper on it or something.
Now, speaking of people that rent other movies, I'm pretty sure the father in this is the father from Labyrinth.
Another movie I've not seen.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Oh, that was pretty much like girl porn throughout the whole thing.
Okay, so what is he doing? He's adjusting his belt. Okay, yeah, and then turning it around. Oh, his cummerbund.
Yeah. Trying to eat chocolate seductively.
Wow, did you see that? They actually lit his face.
Yeah, and...
That's so odd.
Ugh.
So, typical 90s out-of-touch parents.
Yeah.
Just setting the scene and running away. We should be home by 1. In the morning or in the afternoon?
Yeah.
$10 says they come back drunk.
Chocolate bar. A lot of product placement. Yeah. I saw Captain Crunch.
Oh, and
he can't have it because she knows he has acne.
Pet Monster and what else?
That's a nice clock.
Somebody's knocking at the back door.
I don't know. Pepsi, probably. That was pretty cool.
Here's our guy, Anthony Mack.
There's probably bird shit on that.
Yeah. They're probably...
Oh my gosh, that's totally the guy from Discovery.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was 14 in this movie.
You have too much blush on.
That is so cool. He kind of looks good as a ginger. Holy smokes. A lot better than right now. He's got the blonde going on in Discovery, right?
So his buddy wanted to show him the the model in that month's Playboy.
And Saturday Evening Post.
What are they watching?
I think they're playing a video game.
Royalty-free video game.
Now here's a real sexist discussion.
Yeah.
Her mother sent her with college pamphlets, and he's pissed that she might be going to college because she won't, like, be around town for him to ogle.
Wow.
Yeah. And she's like, of course I'm not going to college. Even though her parents are rich enough to give her a full ride. All of their parents are rich enough to give her a full ride.
Well,
This is homeless.
So
dude.
here's Penelope Ann Miller ran away from home, got stuck at the bus station, spent all of the money that she had to get there, can't leave.
You didn't kill your mom?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. That is a really odd-looking homeless guy there.
Yeah.
he's a
He's
little
telling
too
he's
clean.
telling her to get out of his house, and we're gonna cut here to all of his stuff is on.
You're in my house! I'll clean every Thursday, and guess what, lady? It's a Thursday!
He's too clean, and
Well, he's one of the telephone sanitizers from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
I was about to say, if he lived in it, and even if he didn't, have you ever seen a public phone that wasn't like...
Spam in their purse.
Yeah. In his purse.
Have you ever seen a public phone, like,
Yeah.
even back in the day that wasn't fucked up? Like, somebody pulled out the wires,
Oh,
drew
yeah.
graffiti on it, stuck gum up in it.
Well, there was a
Oh,
really...
this is great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
So, this guy is smiling at her. We're outside the phone booth and pulling a gun out of his coat.
What the hell?
Across the room,
Yeah.
everybody saw that. He did it again!
Stay in public.
Stay
Yeah.
in the booth. And
Oh
call
my
the police.
gosh.
Why are you calling your friend? Yeah, you're gonna get nailed by your parents.
No, but the rule is, in 1980s movies, kids always take charge. They do not rely on adults.
Yep.
So,
That's a gunshot wound, potentially, or a kidnapping.
right. So
Why?
what?
Just call the cops.
So your first resource is call the strong guy with the car. They're gonna go to the car. They're gonna drive, pick her up. Oh, but these kids are being left alone, so we have to take them with us.
Yep.
I mean, that's Goonies logic
Yeah.
right there.
I need to
Looking
watch
for
that
One-Eyed
too.
Willie. It took me so long to realize that what One-Eyed Willie was. I'm like, oh.
And also,
The city?
The
Are they?
yeah,
Wait, New York?
No, Chicago.
Chicago. They call it the city there?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't think the college thing was sexist, at least in my perspective. You're not going to be around anymore. Yeah, they'd be sad to see you go. And yeah, just because your parents do want to pay for you to go to college, and you totally should, and especially in today's economy, maybe you have a grander plan. Maybe you want to backpack around Europe or do a bunch of other stuff, or I don't know.
Why is this
What
kid
does she want to do with her life?
apparently haul around a whole bunch of teenagers? Why is this guy in the bushes? That's really
Well,
strange.
he's this
Oh, yeah.
weird friend.
He's just hanging around waiting for them to leave. Don't hit on her.
Oh.
You're
So
like,
now he's blackmailing her into letting him come.
oh, there it is.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you
He's
hitting
got that
on?
Ron Weasley look.
Yeah, he
to him.
does.
He's not pretty enough though.
Who,
Ron
Ron? Or
Ron
him?
had some lovely lashes going on.
I don't know how.
Also, all that complexion on him is just makeup.
Well, back
He's
then,
too pale and there's too much blush. It's just...
back then, growing up, everybody was really goofy looking. I mean, that's just the awkward of adolescence. So really, to carry you through, I mean, it was your attitude. That was your attack. Whoa. No.
Wow.
Oh!
Creepy.
I know.
What rating is
What?
this
Okay,
again?
he's not coming.
PG.
Okay. That was probably it. And somebody saying ass.
I am a huge fan of this boogie woogie jazz score that this movie has.
Look at all those cars. I love watching old movies.
Also, none of those are fucked up.
Oh, so we've just found out that the guy that Chris, the babysitter, is dating, her boyfriend beat up Anthony Rapp's character because he vandalized his car.
Oh,
well, why did he vandalize it?
Because he's weird.
Yeah. I did hear of a way to vandalize a car that was temporary on Daria once.
Oh. No, it was just for touching his car.
Oh, okay. This guy goes back to his school to help out his little sister, and the teacher comes up to him and he's like, "Hey, do you remember when you used to write down with the man on my car with soap? You couldn't get in trouble with the cops because you could just hose it off."
So she is referencing the Sears Tower, where if you go to Chicago now and call it the Willis Tower, you ain't gonna get much respect. They also have the Beam now there too, which is super cool. Have you guys heard of the Beam?
No.
It's a big silvery, looks like a jelly bean sculpture, and it's about the size of a semi-truck. And you can go up and take pictures around it. It's perfectly curved, so every reflection kind of looks like a fisheye lens.
Okay, so here's another running theme in this movie. The model in this Playboy looks exactly like Chris, the babysitter.
Oh, no.
Also, speaking as somebody who actually used to work in a sex shop, I've seen Playboy. Playboy is like People magazine with boobs in it.
Yeah.
Nobody in a Playboy has that many clothes on. They just don't.
Well, Playboy now has gone non-nude, which I think is interesting. Yeah.
Is it just like bikinis and stuff?
Yeah, no, it's all about the articles, didn't you know?
Well, the articles were interesting. That's why we used to read them at the counter when we were in between customers. That and Vice magazine.
This kid in the back is just a total perv.
Yep.
There's just... Oh.
Oh, was that what you were talking about? Or drive on the road.
I remember being that age. My dad was going down an incredibly steep, icy road. The ice broke under the car, so we were on a piece of ice, riding down the hill. He had no control over his car, and I was, the age of this girl, and just started to crack up. He was so mad. So now they're pulled over on the median, and they all get out.
And about 600 police cars and an old black Chevy come running by. That was a great movie.
Dude, go stand in the middle. You're going to get hit by a car. Oh my god, have you seen that?
Is she going to make the boys change the tire?
Nope.
Is she going to do it?
Because we're about to find out there is no spare.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you're fucked. Or you can just drive on the rims.
Where's the spare? I don't know. Maybe it's on the car.
Does it have a trap door? My dad's car has
one
of
she
those.
Just open the trap door.
Okay. Otherwise, it's usually on the back.
Before cell phones.
Yep.
And checks? Nobody takes checks.
Well, in 1987, yeah, they did.
Purse?
She forgot her purse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go figure.
Are they gonna do the old cartoon trope? Show a little leg. I don't know. Would there be state troopers or stuff? You could just wait for a policeman. He could help.
But again, she's afraid she'll get in trouble for driving without a license.
Oh.
50 cents for a phone call. Wow.
I actually found a public phone at the, where's the transit center we usually go to?
Oh,
Oh, what?
Yeah,
there's a big...
So here comes So here comes salvation in the
JP.
form of,
Oh, that does not bode well.
I'll haul wheat between Indianapolis and Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
I know that's supposed to look cute, but she doesn't have to bend over to punch somebody in the nuts. She could totally do it.
Yeah.
That is so creepy.
Your kid's having some trouble.
Yeah, you.
It'd be more creepy if it was like the Kill Bill whistling,
Yeah.
but this was way before that.
You went on the expressway without a spare?
Wow. This guy.
Plus,
I wonder what his books on tape are.
Yeah.
your semi's taking
And
up a lot
we
of
return
space.
to
Oh.
demonic screaming.
That guy has a hook for a hand.
Yep.
Oh,
Is this
this guy.
before they had regular prosthetics with
Yeah.
like joints and stuff?
Yeah. So what he's wearing here, he's got a sling around his shoulder, and so if he moves his shoulder just a little bit, it opens and closes the claw. On that.
And here's,
Oh, that's
basically
cool.
this is going to be the gag for the rest of the movie. They are from the suburbs, and everything that happens to them outside of the suburbs is terrifying.
So really, this is a jab at class.
Yep.
Oh, it's a
There's
tow truck.
an
Yeah.
entire episode of the Oblongs that's just about this.
Huh.
Nobody has any money, and they have to hitchhike their way through town from a Girl Scout jamboree.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and so they use all their urban knowledge, as in where they can go for food, like checking out graffiti tags, who to ask for help.
I appreciate this, but see, we don't have any money.
That happened to me once where my Volkswagen bus broke down on the side of the road. I had my AAA card, but I didn't have any cash. I had to walk to a payphone, call AAA. By the time I showed up, the AAA guy was there, but also another tow truck guy was there. And he had a contract with the state, the other guy. And so the other guy said, well, if you got $60, I won't tow you.
Ha!
Did he agree to drive you somewhere where you could get $60?
Nope.
Well,
Nope.
that's kind of
I-
shitty.
I was a broke kid, the AAA driver gave me a ride home. and
Handsome John Pruitt.
The other truck driver just took my bus.
What an asshole.
Yeah.
Even the cab driver just drove me into an ATM
All right,
I
so
wouldn't stiff him.
luckily the tow truck has a semi-cab, so all of them are able to fit up there.
Yeah.
And it's a little less
I love
rapey.
the cab lighting. Oh, that's cool.
Stop staring, that's rude.
How'd you lose your hand?
How did you,
Whoa, pinchy and grabby? Well, let me tell you.
Yeah.
your hand, was it enough? I was changing a tire on a big rig and the jack gave out. Back of the truck fell in the hand and popped the sucker right off. Vietnam.
So yeah,
Well, he's old enough for Vietnam, right?
Yeah, he is.
No, I wouldn't let him.
Because Vietnam ended in what, 76?
Yeah.
74?
yeah, it was the late 60s, the mid 70s.
It could happen.
So he just told them
You
his
could
hand is in the glove
preserve it.
compartment.
Yes.
Some people do that after they have a
What did
surgery.
you see? What did you see? That car was parked in front. She's with that bastard again.
Oh, no!
So they're now going to his house because some guy's with his wife.
Oh! Well, you can...
Well, I
God,
mean, if
they
he
just
shaved
can't
and
win,
changed
can
his
they?
hat. I love how there's a center line on the road and they're just openly using all 4 lanes.
Maybe he knows stuff, though.
Yeah.
It's not all about looks.
That poor car's gonna get trashed.
It's her parents' car, which is a much more realistic car for them to let her use than her boyfriend's.
Oh, he's got a gun.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Now, I saw this movie for the first time. I was definitely younger than 10, and was pretty much in the same state of enjoyment as this little girl dressed as Thor was. Yay! Everything is happening in this movie!
That's what I liked about Weird Science.
Oh, she's a sweetheart.
Yep.
You know, their car that's on the tow almost looks like Chevy Chase's National Lampoon's car. You know, all these movies could have like some nice little crossover references.
Oh, I agree.
Oh my gosh. Did he just shoot him? Run, guy. Alright, everybody out.
Yeah. They're moving over to the next car as fast as they can go.
Oh.
Ew.
This guy is freaky.
But the doors have locked themselves. What?
Dun 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 dun.
Fear of a black man, ladies and gentlemen.
Boo.
Oh, that further reinforces what I was telling you
Yeah.
about. And they automatically
he's
him
stealing
the
the
thief.
car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so they got in a car that was being stolen. And I love this! They're just punching each other in the street. Two great physical actors.
Where you guys want to go?
She's as far to the other side as she could possibly get.
Yeah?
That's really too bad right there that they're establishing this as the scary black guy.
Yep.
I cry a little. Honestly, this dude would just be like, "Get out over here."
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is what you'll...
Because you know, guys who steal cars don't want to have to deal with people. That's just extra complication.
But this is a fantasy Chicago. I mean, we're gonna get into it in a minute.
And again, why are you redoing this shit right now?
Anything, I am still in control here.
Spoon! He's just like, whatever, this chick's crazy.
Would you please take us to the next corner and drop us off?
In this neighborhood?
Good point.
Okay, so he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
In this neighborhood?
Could you drop us off at the nearest mall?
A mall? Where y'all think we at? Boise, Idaho? Shoot. Man, look, I tell you what. Why don't y'all come with me? I got a little business to take care of, all right? And then I can drop you off at the train station or something like that. But hey, I ain't driving to no mall. No.
Wow, nice guy.
Yeah.
Do you promise?
Wow, cool.
And then
They're
she
kids.
keeps it up like, I still, I'm gonna fear of a black man. Fear of a black man.
He just wants to sell it to a chop shop.
Yep.
You know.
Which is exactly where they're going. Yep, back to our fantastic boogie woogie jazz score here.
I love it. You know, this is about the time when my dad introduced me to Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Nice.
I remember I was living in Columbus, Ohio at the time, and every couple of months they'd throw on big concerts down there by the river, and we'd go and check those out. They also had a really good music scene there, too. It's a
They had like.
it's
no
a car
music.
wash for lightning bolts.
Yep.
I didn't see any music until I moved to town, honestly.
Huh.
I used to work at the arena, but it was usually just hockey, Christian, like, mass prayers kind of things, and country music. It was total shit.
Yeah. Everybody comes from somewhere. Oh, I'll tell you one thing. This is a dumb crook, but to take complete strangers into a chop shop,
Yep.
now that would get you killed.
Yep.
Probably. Look at all these guys.
And we're famous that guy right there.
Why are there all businessmen at a table, though?
Yeah, gets me some good money.
Isn't it kind of dangerous?
Hey, I like danger, alright?
You should try babysitting.
Are they gonna end up making out?
No.
Sir?
Wait, my name is Joe Gipp, okay?
Mr. Gibb,
No, just Joe. Just Joe, alright?
we have to get our car to Dawson's garage. Do you think you
Wait,
could...
relax. Everything's gonna be okay.
Oh, I see a reversal coming.
Yep.
He's setting them up.
No, no spoilers. He's a good guy.
Okay.
Nobody else in this room is, but he's.
Thank you for no spoilers, because this is my first time through, so I kind of want to be along for the ride. Dun dun dun!
That's the bad guy.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
all this is just really cartoonish.
Why'd you bring kids into our shop?
How you doing? I'm Brad Anderson.
I want your job in a year.
Yeah.
This is Chris Parker, and that's
Brad Anderson, in a few years I'll be able to buy and sell your ass. Yep, my dad works on Wall Street.
Hi. Nice to meet you. It's a nice place you got. Really, love it.
Are you related to the principal at my high school?
Mm. Is that a trope?
From this time period, yes.
Mm.
All right, I'm really naive. What's a trope?
The idea that
Cliches.
this actor is a very famous character actor. I can't think of what his name is at the moment, but you've seen him in stuff, and he basically plays assistant to the Secretary of Defense. Black guy in the Pentagon with a bunch of white dudes. High school principal.
Has he been a cop? That was.
Oh yeah, of course he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got some good face recognition. I can't recall what the actor's name is.
Yeah, but
He kind of looks like. Well, his facial features kind of look like The Rock, a little bit.
no, but he's in X-Men 3.
Did you know The Rock was in Voyager?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Did you
But he was
know The
famous for
Rock
being The
is
Rock.
Hawaiian?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. I learned that when I went to Hawaii a few months ago.
There's a whole thing on Tumblr.
The Brady Bunch is upstairs.
Take the Brady Bunch upstairs. That's what he called him.
There's a whole thing on Tumblr about him fire dancing, and then he has a picture next to his grandmother. They did a bunch of matriarchy kind of things. They're like traditional clothes. He goes back every once in a while to do the seasonal kind of things.
Ah.
And I thought it was cool. He even got a tattoo right here.
That was her parents' mistake.
So back to the friend stuck
She's
at the bus
still at the
terminal
bus station. Oh, this poor woman.
watching.
How did you
The
get
Brady
away
Bunch.
with the guy?
TV.
Oh wait, is he... No wait, that's not him.
No.
TV in a chair. That's before iPhones, people.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
no.
there were those when I was... What do you call it? It was before the millennium. I was in middle school and we went... spent 2 weeks in England visiting relatives. On the way there, they had, like, coin-operated TV.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
How she's put out what she thought were her glasses.
those are good glasses on her. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
I think they also had coin-operated internet, too. It was shitty, but...
The last time I put a coin in a booth, a naked lady came up.
Oh, they had those at my
All
old
right,
job,
so
too. The break
Anthony
room.
Rapp's character has recovered the Playboy. The Playboy they had originally was thrown out the window of the car, which was a big problem because it belonged to his dad.
Oh.
So for some reason, there's a hole in the ceiling
Yep.
here, and they're talking about.
This is very much a what is
Probably
it?
air conditioning.
Role playing game situation
Yeah.
where now you're in this room, the phone doesn't work. How do you get out?
You know,
Unless the DM
let's write
gets
in
pisses.
80s movies. Let's write in the 80 movies with the D6. Exactly.
Yeah.
Or, there's that trope from, crap, what is it? Something positive. Whenever the DM gets pissed, it's rocks fall, everybody dies.
Ah.
But
Alright.
everybody's like, it's a featureless plane! Fuck you, rocks fall, everybody dies, I'm going to go get a drink.
Yeah. So they're now up in the rafters of this chop shop.
Looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
Oh,
dun,
they have to
dun,
do
I mean,
the
that's
balance
what-
beat.
And that's why this is, a perfect kids movie, is because it's just one wacky situation after another.
And they're
Except for
unusual.
the
They're
racially
unusual settings
insensitive.
too.
Yeah.
kind of
Because
things.
as a kid, I would love to run and play in an attic like that.
The one thing missing from that group of businessmen at the chop shop is there's not a Yakuza guy sitting with them.
Or
Oh, yeah.
somebody with a lot of tattoos.
Yeah.
That's also kind of cartoony. Or giant fat guy with a bald head who's a little slow. Oh, and somebody with bad teeth.
Aw.
You're welcome.
Oh, and typical girly eye candy kind of things hanging off their arms. You know, that kind of thing. With bad Lee press on nails.
Very creative editing here.
Explain.
Stunt
So
doubles.
obviously nobody's walking on a
On a beam.
yeah.
Okay.
Or is this just raised above a bunch
We
of
have
pads?
shoes that look like the kids' shoes.
This guy's like, man.
No,
this ain't
he's
gonna
like,
end well.
you guys are smart because I would not have been able to get you out of the situation you would have been in.
And he's not telling on them.
Yep.
But you're wearing primary colors. Somebody's bound to notice eventually.
Yeah, changing the lighting.
Yeah, you know, the dust.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Oh,
that's...
I'm Jimmy Mustache!
Ew. At least it's not rat shit.
Yeah, it could be.
It's staged cinnamon.
Yeah.
This kind of reminds me of Seconds, actually.
$1 more an hour.
There used to be
Beautiful landscape.
All right, here's the party that the parents are at. It looks like they're inside the towering inferno right now. It's like 90th floor of a skyscraper. There's piano playing. Everybody's wearing pearls.
They did a
Oh,
similar
and we just had a joke where it's like, I bet she's back at home and our daughter's hanging from the rafters.
Oh, dude. The only other...
No, not Converse.
Yeah. Chuck Taylor's.
What is that? The only other movie I saw that had kind of a generic party like that was the CBS version of Beauty and the Beast. You wrote all
the
over
Playboy
his...
has secret plans
Yep.
on it.
Yep.
That's the...
Yep.
Oh. As like, why would
That
you...
just solved the movie?
Yep.
Oh,
Why would you
jeez.
write shit on a nudie book?
Because it looks like
Yeah,
you're
they're on
looking at the news.
they're up in the
Yeah.
office on the phone,
Yeah.
just writing on the thing. All right,
Like,
they're
that's
moving
perfectly
the
good porn.
sheet metal door.
Not even porn. That's like pinup territory.
Walking up. That's a very uninsulated roof for Chicago.
Well, it's just a chop shop.
Shouldn't have...
Again, what most people think it is an abandoned building. They're probably pirating electricity.
If it wasn't abandoned, wouldn't it be more rusty, though?
It was rusty. See how
Or
rusty those girders were they were walking on?
Cobwebs, you just need cotton. You could do
Yeah.
those.
So they're figuring out that they need the Playboy from
Yeah,
upstairs.
because they got all
Oh,
the
there
order
you go.
details on
Check for sticky pages.
them.
Keep going!
Where's the thing?
Yeah,
Did they take it to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Where is it?
you're in a factory full of guys. It would take a while to ask them all. You would not think of that.
That's just such
Oh, wait,
an
yeah,
odd
you
thing
would.
to have a
Because
office.
you set them upstairs, and why didn't you just think of that right off the bat, though?
I didn't notice the little one Sarah was carrying a hammer with her.
Yeah, Thor's hammer.
That's going to come into play.
Yes,
I
it
bet.
is.
Crotch shot,
Yes, it is.
just bang.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, were they allowed to do that in the 80s?
Yep.
Where did you get this? I boosted it from the office.
Come on!
You're gonna get us into so much trouble.
And you put it in your sister's
Yep.
bag, that's gonna be an uncomfortable thing with their parents.
She's the mule now.
Yep.
Ugh.
Well, I got to move this contraband, but I don't want to get caught with it, so I'm going to give it to the most unlikely person.
Oh my god, there's a book. There's a book called...
Gotta get that magazine back.
I think it's called Feast, and it's about different points of her life that had to do with food. One was about going to Mexico when she was around 12 or 13.
Yeah.
They have no laws about porn down there. They have,
Oh, no.
magazine stands that openly have porn
Okay.
without plastic wrap or whatever.
Okay.
The guy that she was with,
Uh-huh.
they just kept buying it
Oh
for
no!
like little
Gates!
pesos over and over and over again, blew like $200, tossed out all of his homework and collectibles and stuff, and had this huge turtle shell.
And
He
here
was
comes
trying to get through airport security.
Here comes a trope. They are entering backstage at a jazz show.
Nice.
Yeah.
Everybody's liking the music.
Yep.
At the gate, the moms started doing this fake porn detector kind of thing to get them to give it up, but he wouldn't tell them what was going on. He's just like, I have to go to the bathroom! And he runs, and he comes back, and his backpack has shrank down to nothing, and he just left $200 worth of porno behind the toilets in the men's bathroom.
Someone got lucky.
Yeah, they did.
The
Another trope. Oh, it's dangerous. Everyone in the room is black.
What's up with this white chick?
Are they going to sing?
These kids.
They are gonna sing.
We represent
Yeah.
the Lollipop Guild. Or better yet, from the Three Amigos, my little buttercup has sweetest smile.
Or they get really uncomfortable, can't think of anything but the most generic
So basically,
stuff possible. Row your boat.
They gotta pay the piper by singing the blues to get out of this club.
Well, I mean, they've got a good story. They're
Yeah.
trying to rescue their girlfriend who ran away instead of killing her mom.
Yeah.
The mob's after them. Come on, you gonna sing or what? We'll just start it. We'll lay down a beat, play some chords.
Happy birthday to you.
They don't look impressed.
Yeah. It's me, up and comer Elizabeth Shue.
Uh-huh. A lot of dead air here.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable silence.
Hi. My name's Chris Parker. I live in Oak Park. That's a suburb.
They probably figured that out.
It's a gated community, actually.
Dad, Sarah, and Dal.
I love it.
We're in trouble.
Ain't no doubt.
God, painful.
Tonight's our anniversary. But then he went and canceled. And now I'm stuck watching these three. And it's so hard. Babysitting these
Ugh, God. This is some Disney Channel shit.
They actually remade this for the Disney Channel last year.
You are got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I got it from the library, and it was just like 2 adorable tween girls. I was like, no thanks.
The last Disney Channel thing that I watched was the 13th Year, but just because it had mer people in it.
I do have to say though that the lead character, her singing, what's that character's name?
Chris.
Chris. She could totally cosplay a Tom Baker with that outfit.
Oh, I
right
know.
there. I mean, jeez,
Tom
it's
Baker.
The fourth Doctor.
yeah.
Doctor Who.
So he had a long jacket, a big scarf, and curly hair, and I'm like, well, that would be the female teen version of Tom.
What is it? Rule 40... No, what's the gender
Doctor Who
swap
was
one?
still on at this point. It was
It's
we
not
were on
Rule
the
43.
the seventh Doctor.
It was the blonde hair.
Sylvester McCoy with the
I have to Google it. I can't remember off the top of my head. There's
with the big hat.
Rule 43 is if something exists, there's porn of it. And then rule blank is like if a character exists, somebody's gonna draw them with their gender reversed.
Huh, cool. So kind of deviant art, basically.
Yeah. Then there's a lot of ones for furries, but that's its own thing.
Yeah, I could never go down that road.
That's how Tammy makes most of her rent, actually. If you commission her, she'll draw whatever the fuck you want.
So he's got the black man approval nod.
Yep.
I don't know what to say about that. That's these white kids, all right.
Yep.
At least this is kind of positive because they're just musicians,
I-
but
I-
still.
I kind of want to puke in my mouth a little.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
too
a-
squeaky clean.
This is what people think race relations is.
Well, it certainly was
Yeah.
in 1987.
Even
I mean,
in
this is so like a Blues Brothers Jr. scene.
Yeah.
You think some of your neighbors would be at least, you know...
Well, they're happy. They're getting along.
Yeah.
And now they are allowed to leave the dead-end alley with the crooks watching them.
I don't know. Would you
Joe
guys-
Gipp is making sure they get out before anything else happens. High-fiving everyone.
Would you consider Spokane on the South Hill to be suburbs?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I've been to 9 Mile Falls, and that's about it.
Oh.
Yeah, I used to live out there. It's kind of the rich part of town.
Okay, we were living in a rent house. Dad was black, I was half. And then we had another black couple who lived down the road from us. So yeah, there were other black people in the suburbs in
Oh, yeah.
Spokane. So yeah, why aren't any of their neighbors?
Sadly,
you
we
know?
don't get to see what blues song the villains do.
The Silver Dollar Room. Oh, that was the name of the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? A barrel fire. Now, I never remember ever seeing any barrel fires as a kid.
Not
Well,
even
we used to
here.
have them in
It's the
our
homeless
backyard
capital
before we got
of the
a
state, pretty much.
ban. Before it became illegal to have bonfires.
Oh,
we had an old
maybe
oil. We had
that's
an old
why.
oil drum, and we would burn all of the brambles and stuff in it, and have people over. It was great.
I don't think Dad ever burnt anything because it had caused wildfire, but he did rake it. And we had a pit fire, but you have to dig it down and then put a
This
bunch of
is,
stones around it. That was in the country, though.
Trying to pick up the babysitter scene. It's like, I knew you were pretty, but I didn't realize you were talented. I knew you were Ray, but I didn't realize you were El Ray.
So this is also 1980s homelessness, where all homeless people were crazy, dirty old men?
Yep.
And not dirty enough.
Yeah, no kidding.
They don't bathe very frequently, and...
Well, there's some social commentary there, because if you remember in the 80s, well, you may not remember because, I mean, we were kids, but if you look at your history,
I didn't know about that.
Ronald Reagan actually closed down a lot of mental health institutions, and so a lot of these folks were literally shown to the street.
Yeah, that's what Deadly Class, part of the plot in Deadly Class, which is a comic book, is about.
Oh.
The main guy wants to kill Ronald Reagan because a homeless person who is schizophrenic jumped off of the bridge in a certain area, squashed both of his parents.
Huh.
Yeah, so not only are the mental ill suffering, but he's responsible for the death of his parents.
That's like a really bad Batman origin story.
Yeah, and that whole book is about...
Oh, and Daryl's trying to pick up a hooker.
But you have no money.
Yeah.
Bitch, please, that's my fare.
There's a Simpsons one that's kind of like that. Marge goes to a crappy hotel because she's pissed at her husband, takes the kids with her, and there's hookers hanging out in front. And they talk to Birch. They're like, looking for a good time, sailor? Why, yes, ma'am, I am. No, you're not.
He's really not.
He's really not.
Oh. That's the sad truth.
So now she's terrified that her friend at the bus station is going to get turned out because they just met a 17-year-old hooker.
I hate
Did
to
it
say
ever
it,
occur to you that maybe she likes being a hooker?
Dangerous territory for conversation, but I do have to say that
It happens.
when kids are in vulnerable situations and they hook up with the wrong people, can easily find themselves into the sex trade.
So
Even though it's kind of a trope.
She has thought that she found a kitten. It is actually a sewer rat.
Oh dear.
What? You monster.
It's a rat!
Oh, because she doesn't have her glasses on.
That it seems like a pretty big rat, though.
Yeah.
That's a cute rat.
Yeah.
It's an albino, too.
Yeah.
At least she
You can
didn't
tell it was
throw
a
it,
trained
though.
rat,
She just
yeah.
kind of ran.
I've had fun playing with domesticated rats. They're really
Also,
fun.
it's a white rat, and those are usually the fancy kind.
Yeah.
Oh, so the bad guys are after him.
Their song was significantly shorter than the one that these
Oh,
guys
also
sang.
a trope. They're just hanging out, dancing.
Yeah, beatboxing.
For no apparent reason.
Well, hip-hop was actually getting well-established at this time.
I feel like this is where...
But that's kind of a really weird place to do it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the train stop where what's-her-face found out that Bruce was Batman in
It's
Batman
also
Begins.
too clean.
Yeah.
And nobody's asleep, and nobody's on it. I did hear in, I think this is Johnny Wonder, which is another online webcomic. They wrote about musicians in the subway. There is a 4-person mariachi band. There is a 1980s rapper. There's a guy playing the sitar. Musicians will just get on the train and play for money.
Oh, yeah, the
It's
kids...
like a traveling carnival.
All the kids told him their real names.
Yep.
Oh.
The kids told everybody in the garage their real names. Remember, we walked around shaking hands.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They told everybody at the jazz club their real names.
What do those guys want?
Maybe they want to give us a ride home.
Ah!
You think?
I just want to slap him.
He's like, my gay friend is so cool.
I was about to say they might get nailed by the transit police, but if you
Nope,
explain
they're-
this to the transit police, they might help you get home.
This is a great movie. It feels like it's just a whole bunch of shorts
Yep.
stitched together.
Oh, greaser kind of
Yep.
punks.
What?
Gang
is this?
war in the subway
Oh,
car.
they've even got greased hair. That guy on the left. Yeah, look. It's 80s greased hair, but the stuff. And the flick blades.
Oh, no! And they're all wearing red,
Yeah.
too.
Oh.
We
There's
just
gonna
had-
be a rumble tonight!
Don't you even think about getting off this train, Mofo. Only people gonna be getting off this here train gonna be doing it in body bags.
Can we watch?
They're fine. If they just sit
Exactly.
right there, they'll be alright. This is where Sarah's got the right idea. This is gonna be fun.
Just watch.
These are like the rejects from the Thriller.
I know.
That guy is even wearing Michael Jackson's outfit.
Yep.
Yeah. Or maybe it's like the bad video. No, wait. I think it's both. Yeah. Butterfly knife.
Oh, that's somebody. Oh, who is that?
Did they
No, wait.
already? Did
No,
they
wait.
all-
It's
Switchblade,
it's
not
what's his
Butterfly
face.
Knife.
Oh, it's driving me crazy. Oh, it's he's from Homicide and The Wire. He plays
Okay, so Ray
Meldrick.
Penn,
He plays
bitch.
Meldrick Lewis on Homicide,
Yeah,
the
that
lead
guy
main
that
guy.
beat you.
He was also on The Wire. He was the guy that ran the newspaper.
Dude!
So, I worked for a correctional facility for a while, and I got a chance to talk to a couple of murderers, and their advice was, you know, people who get killed in crimes are the people who get in the way.
Yeah.
It's not because we want to kill you, it's that you are keeping me from doing what I want to do. And so, I think of, oh!
The Lords of Hell should not be chewing
We are the Lords
gum.
of Hell.
They should be chewing tobacco. That's not metal.
And so, this is a really funny bit right here, where you think she's gonna take it for getting in the way.
Yep. She helps all the kids off the train at knife point.
Which is a good thing to do, but it's kind of
She
stupid.
just
too.
drops the
I know.
knife.
It just collapses.
Like, ew.
At least she was wearing gloves, so
Yeah.
her fingerprints won't be on
Hey,
it.
that's your observation of the 80s woman with the gun thing.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
See also Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 19 something or other.
So since this will come out before that episode, there's an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation where Beverly threatens somebody with a phaser that they know she's not going to fire.
Yeah, it's dumb.
the commentary insinuating that 80s women are strong enough to point the women, but
Did he just faint?
80s women are strong enough to point the weapon but not use it, which is
so
also just stupid.
I think even the chick on Beauty and the Beast, despite getting her ass kicked like a couple of times because she got ganged up on, she shot somebody eventually.
Hey,
there's the guy that got beat up.
Are they all gonna reunite at the hospital?
Yep.
There are a lot of other hospitals in New York City, though.
They're not in New York, they're in Chicago.
Well, you know what I mean. Large metropolitan area, and they just come to this
You
one.
think they'd triage this kid, take off his foot, stop the bleeding?
Yeah.
Mm.
Is that the truck driver?
No.
Those are hot dogs, right?
Yeah. Want one?
Yeah, I love one.
That'll be $2.
Check.
Yeah, but it's a good check. See, Chris's mom wrote it to Chris because Chris bought her something and I can't remember what. Then I bought Chris some press-on nails. I gave Chris the difference and she wrote the check over to me. So I'll write the check over to you. You keep the difference and...
God, I had a buddy who tried to do that. He wrote a check to me once and nobody would cash it for me. I was like, what the heck?
Give it to me.
I work on a cash-only basis.
It's a perfectly good check.
No! I'll make it very clear. You slip me the cash, and I'll slip you the wiener.
Oh!
Also PG rating. So what have we got so far? The word rape, the word bitch, and wiener.
Oh, and we missed the whole Thor's a homo conversation.
We
Because
did?
why? Yes.
Oh!
She was doing her Thor picture, and her brother said, Thor's a homo, and she chased him around saying, take it back.
This
that
doctor,
should have
he
given
looks,
it a PG-13 rating.
he looks
That's a new
drugged out.
The guy with the stab.
Nuke brain.
Dude!
Fuck you.
And you're just dealing with a kid with a scratch.
We're looking for a friend.
Your friend? Which one is he?
He's the one with the stab wound.
Well, we have a lot of those.
What?
I'm sorry. Your friend is dead.
Nobody dies from a foot wound. Unless
Well,
the
he
guy's
just said stab
infected.
wound.
No, but I mean, if he just got stabbed in the foot, they're like, he's dead. They'd go, how the fuck does that happen? Not
Yeah.
faint.
Sarah, what happened?
You're not dead! We thought you died. Aww.
Daryl, why are you hugging me?
Found out something new about you, Brad.
Don't you ever die on me. Ever.
Aww.
Okay? I won't.
He'd make cute boyfriends.
They would make cute.
Oh, dear, you're a friend. She's fainted.
Smelling salt or something.
Or a joint. It's a long night.
The worst nightmare. We're stuck in this.
Yeah, we're still fucked.
Your nightmare is a reality, sweetie.
It's alright. I made a mistake. See? He's fine.
The other guys
Yeah.
did.
Now you children, you dead.
Don't be a perv.
Aww.
Yeah.
I can't see them hooking up at the end of the movie.
No.
No, he's... Well, they're all about as interesting as a slice of bread, but still.
Yeah!
Yay, truck driver!
Your car, come on, spit.
There's cops right there.
The tow truck guy's the
There's
good guy. Who
cops
would've
right
thought?
there, and you could have asked them for help, but you didn't.
No, we choose the crazy adult.
Well, at least they respect him.
What are you doing here? Why call the cops? I got a little banged up.
Well, where's our car?
I got the car at Dawson's garage. Okay?
I hope he didn't do anything to his wife.
That's my fault.
No.
But Dawson's gonna make you pay for the tire.
How much?
$50.
How
$50?
are we going to give $50?
$50.
You know what I'm glad they didn't do in this?
What's that?
My cleaning lady lives around this neighborhood.
Oh.
She'll give us $50.
Oh, man.
Well, you could give blood, but I think they make you show ID.
Yeah.
And that only gets you 40, at least in this region.
So now they gotta come up with $50 to pay for the tire and get the car out of a garage, right?
Yep.
And then the plot is resolved.
Yep.
Okay.
and get their friend back from the bus station.
Oh, yeah.
The original point of this was to get their friend from the bus station.
Again, you could call your parents, say, here's what happened, leave out some parts, obviously. We needed to go pick up my friend because she ran away.
So Daryl very excitedly just sees a party, just gotta go there, another great 80s trope. Why is there a party all of a sudden?
I think that's a fraternity.
Yeah, it is a fraternity.
Woo! Jungle juice.
Now we got the white
And
jazz. Look at that.
I'm sorry, frat parties don't play music like this. Not even in the 80s.
They did 30 years ago.
Oh, come on, it was like Beastie Boys and shit.
30 years ago? Beastie Boys?
Maybe.
Yeah, I think this is about the time of License to Ill.
Yeah. That and, I don't know, are we past
Although I
the
do
hair
love this
metal
song.
thing?
They're playing Expressway to Your Heart at this party.
Well, this is what happens when the barbershop quartet in college loosens up and throws a party.
And
here the Playboy thing is coming back to get her.
Yeah.
So all of these guys think she's the model of the Playboy.
And I'm sorry, back to the potentially sexist thing.
Yeah.
Just because you are in porn or you're a sex worker does not mean you're under any obligation to just give it out to anybody. It's cool if you want to, but there is a difference between business and pleasure.
Well, yeah, I mean, if my job... Oh, there's just so much going on right now.
Casey's reaction to seeing the porn picture.
Please, they're not even showing anything. It might as well just be a bra ad in, like, Sears or something.
Yeah, but when you're a freshman, you look at what you can get.
Yeah, like this Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue probably is more scandalous.
But it's 80s.
Yeah. I don't know. They got away with more in Weird
Oh, that's
Science.
right. They're in here because the little girl's got to use the bathroom.
I think that's PG-13 now.
I love they have like all of the effects for the band and everything.
Also, you look way too old, even for college. The guy with the gold curls. It probably has vomit in it, though.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh man, spilling too
I
much beer, guys.
I love this scene. It's just awful, but still hilarious.
Popcorn.
Yeah.
I didn't want to condone underage drinking.
So we've got subtitles on. If we're talking, just read the dialogue in this scene.
Wow.
What's the upside down thing?
I can't quite tell.
Yeah, that thing. Is it like, those Jägermeister, the Jägermeister machines in,
I'm sorry, I'm lost in the dialogue, Alex. He started talking about blowjobs and this woman just shows up.
Yep.
I'm the blowjob fairy! Hi! Isn't this
Anthony Rapp very rarely plays characters that are actually supposed to be straight. And even in this, they do blur the line quite a bit. Like, he just sat down with a bunch of frat dudes. I was like, you think I'm a penis? Let me tell you what. But of course, then he gets grabbed by this girl.
Oh, man. So is this a sustaining love interest here? You know who he looks like? That guy she was talking to?
Huh.
Kind of looks like the guy who is now in the TV show The Librarians.
It's not.
It's not. But boy, he's got hints.
I know that it's not right because everybody is underage anyway, but it would be cute if instead of that girl that just gloms onto him, one of the frat guys thinks he's cute.
Yeah. That would be cool. Yeah. Well, in 80s movies, if you were gay, that was a comedy opportunity.
Yes.
It was Revenge of the Nerds, but they specifically made him effeminate. There's nothing wrong with being effeminate, but it's kind of a cliche.
Yeah.
There's a whole range.
Here's the honest heart-to-heart.
Yeah.
learning to cope with life moment where
Sure I do.
you can go to college and you're a woman.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. And I'll be here waiting for you.
Mm. Is it a problem because they don't go to the same college? Because everybody goes through that, because nobody sticks around after high school unless you have no options.
Well, being that I didn't have my first girlfriend really until I was in college, made it really easy for me.
My first... Well,
Oh,
excusing a bunch of people I wasn't
He's
interested in.
He's sad because the babysitter's dancing with somebody age appropriate.
Oh.
I dated somebody on the opposite coast that I met through DVRs.
Look how completely uninterested he is.
Yeah, that fizzled out after 3 years,
Dolphins?
but we were technically engaged.
Wait, I'm confused. Hold on. What's going on?
She's like, guys just want to talk about the Bears, the Bengals, and the Dolphins.
Oh,
The Bengals?
baseball or football teams.
Yeah.
You want to see my pug collection?
Bengal Tigers?
Yes.
Okay, I was like, no guy likes the Bengals. I mean,
Not the band.
I'm sure.
Not the Bengals.
I am
the
sure some
Bengals.
guys
The Bengals.
do like the Bengals, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that's not popular enough for them to make a generalization like that.
What? This woman has got to know he's a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
That's just so wrong.
Yeah, he doesn't. Even though everybody's ages are fucked up because they can't actually hire minors,
Yeah.
he looks a little too shropey to be in college.
Well, this goes into another hypocrisy of society. A freshman losing his virginity at a college party. Everyone's like, attaboy, high fives, good job. If it was a freshman girl losing her virginity at the party,
walk of shame.
Walk of shame. I think the college guys,
And that's just in the movies too.
Yeah.
Speaking as somebody that has a good friend who did hook up with somebody much older than him, way too young, he was never okay with that having happened.
Yeah. But I do have to just lay down, it's never okay for an older adult to take advantage of a minor in a sexual situation.
Right.
That's not the purpose of the commentary here, is to validate that. But it seems like when older women take advantage of boys, that was kind of the free pass. But when older men took advantage of young women, that was kind of the villainy. And it was just like, it's never okay to take advantage of a child.
And
Rolling
it's also
Stones?
completely natural, regardless of what your gender is, to regret when you tried and something didn't work out to your expectations, or to be uncomfortable and stop in the middle of it because you're like, hey, this is creeping me out. Or if you're totally into it, to just own it and totally rule.
So
It's okay to feel whatever you want to feel about it.
I want to bring it back to the movie. I'm a little disoriented. So this guy gave them a ride from the party
To the garage where her mom's car is.
Yeah.
He only had $45,
You
not
went
$50.
back?
Oh, he gave them the money.
Yes.
Very nice.
Why are the Chop Shop guys going to give you back the car?
Not the Chop Shop. Chop Shop guys never had the car.
This is
They
the first
rode to the
place.
Chop Shop in a stolen car.
So that wasn't their car.
No, it was the car that Joe Gipp, the guy with the dreadlocks, stole.
Yeah, I thought the station wagon was theirs.
The station wagon is theirs.
Okay, and so what's this car?
That's the station wagon.
That's the original car that they started out with.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So the guy,
I was
the
like-
hook-handed guy, after he had his fight with his wife's lover, took it to the garage, got it fixed. He paid for the bullet holes in the windshield, but they have to pay for
The tire.
And it's $50,
Yeah.
of which they only have $45.
So you need to find $5 more. Check out a bunch of vending machines. There's usually some change in there.
Yeah.
You can...
Yep.
Well, this is kind of cool. It's kind of taken a cool turn.
It's
Now,
going to take
I
a
think
really
she-
cool turn in a minute.
She wants to go to college now.
Yeah.
They've got the car. They just need to find Mr. Dawson. Dawson Leary. He's running the...
Alex, you have something you wanted to say?
Backing up a bit, as far as the quote-unquote walk of shame trope in movies.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
There is a movie called Sorority Boys.
Okay.
I know
Okay.
Sorority Boys. I saw it in the theater.
I forget what the names of everybody is. This guy ends up drugged and unfortunately molested by one of his, frat brothers because he thinks he's a woman because they're dressing like women to stay in a sorority next door or something like that. That's not cool. But the next day, just because they think he's a woman and he spent the night with his friend, even though he had been molested and raped, you know, technically speaking. Well, actually, really. But they don't show anything.
Right.
They think he's a woman. He's trying to sneak out because he's really uncomfortable with whatever happened. They start singing a song about the walk of shame, and he, because he doesn't identify as a woman, he punches one of them in the face and lays him out, and then nobody else says anything. They start backing off.
Okay, so back to the movie.
It's Thor.
It's really Thor, played by Vincent D'Onofrio,
that's so cute.
who would end up playing the Kingpin in the Marvel Universe rather than Thor.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Mr. Pruitt sent us. This is our call.
He's even greased down. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Cute.
Yeah.
Here's some money. Can we have our car back?
What is she talking about?
Sorry, she thinks you're somebody else.
It's him, Brad. It's really him. Look, he's Thor.
This is great.
He said you were a homo.
Oh!
You're gonna get your
You've
ass
been
kicked.
spreading rumors about me, kid.
You spreading rumors about me, kid?
Well, you called it.
Yeah. Well, I just watched this in anticipation Thursday night. So.
Or you could go the other way with it. That is a very hurtful stereotype,
Yes.
and I should kick your ass just to make a point.
Yeah.
He seemed like a nice guy till they called him out on his sexuality.
Save it.
You owe me $5.
You give me $5, or you get out.
But little girl saves the day.
Can I wash your windows for $5?
Oh.
Hey, kid. This is the city. I don't help anybody but myself. Get lost.
It's not Thor.
Wait. I know why you're not acting like yourself. You don't have any crystal power.
Oh my god!
I love this kid.
You're just stretching it.
Baseball hat. You're supposed to be wearing this. Take mine.
Does he actually like that?
Yes.
Okay, this is worth $5.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so sweet.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
You giving this to me?
You're the first friend I've had in 10 years.
Oh god.
She looks so different without the helmet. Holy cow.
They're all, aw, little girl.
Here. Here, take the car.
Yay.
But I don't want to catch you using the H word anymore.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You goddamn homophobe.
I got one of these at home.
Yeah!
Oh, there you go.
So that I can send you a check for $5.
Go!
Well, it's just $5.
Can I write you a check for $5? Actually, I could probably deposit it in your bank.
What is
Take
that?
the money and buy yourself some more money.
Yeah.
What is that movie where they sneak out of school?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's just like that guy's rich guy impression.
Yeah.
Good work, Joe Kid.
Oh, these
How
guys again?
in the world
God
do
damn
they
it.
know what's going on?
Ugh, the homeless
So it's
again.
Meanwhile, at the train station.
Getting her glasses back.
Please tell me you saved her ordinary glasses. Everybody's gonna think you stole from a homeless
It's like
lady.
Barb from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Why did you not save the glasses so you could give it back to her?
The exterminator's cracking up.
There's the guy with the gun.
Yeah.
Why is he still here?
And the homeless guy in
going to the
phone
bathroom
booth.
in the phone booth.
His pants aren't down.
Probably doesn't take him all the way down. He's ready to get caught.
He just kind of shakes it out down his leg.
Ugh, gross.
I feel like it's out of character that she'd get really distracted and excited by a toy store.
I like toy stores as a kid.
I liked toy stores as a kid too, but I feel like she probably gets everything that she wants from her parents.
Probably.
Yeah. FAO Schwartz was cool just because they had a lot of stuff you could interact with, though.
I like the big piano on the floor that you can dance on.
Or the cage of balls. Or, this wasn't when I was a kid. This was in middle school. The first convention that I went to was in the
that's
Valley.
her boyfriend's car.
Right next to it was...
She discovered that he's not home with his sick sister. He is out at a restaurant. So now she's going to confront him.
Okay. Right next door was a McDonald's and a toy store.
Yeah.
We went in cosplay to the McDonald's to have lunch, and then we went to the toy store next door.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of X-Men's action figures, but on one of the aisles, because this was when Spider-Man came out, was a life-size recreation of Spider-Man next to a bunch of Spider-Man dolls. Everybody looked down, huge Spider-Man dick.
Oh,
it was like the size of your fist.
Yikes.
And everybody's like taking pictures next to it because it's like
my spidey senses are tickling.
Silicone and shit. I'm like, who goes that far for just a stand-up?
So here is another 1980s question for you. We are in a fancy restaurant in Chicago.
Yeah.
Now, the Blues Brothers and Ferris Bueller went to the same restaurant. Is this the same restaurant as that? The Lachey or whatever it's called?
I don't know. It doesn't look like it to me.
No.
It doesn't look like either one of them.
There's a trope in Downtown, which is the animated series they did before Daria. Same artist. They're talking about running away from criminals in the middle of New York City. They run directly through Tavern on the Green. Steal some bread off a table and then keep running through the kitchen.
Geez. Now she's causing a scene.
Yeah. Drink in the face?
Get a grip!
Cake in the cleavage?
That's, what's his face? Is that Raphael's catchphrase? Get a grip?
Yeah.
Maybe. Most of the 2012 versions have to do with punching stuff.
So key tips for dating a narcissist: if they make it your fault that there's an injustice, you know you're dating the wrong person.
Yeah.
Or if your parents do that. Emotional abuse can happen to anybody.
Oh, yeah. Little girl! Oh, it's
or
done
gaslighting.
Now. Yep.
Forgetting it happened
Total
entirely. And making you look like the crazy person for making it up.
Time to Molotov cocktail this relationship.
Let's go home and fuck on his lawn.
It's like, I'm gonna marry the mother.
Yeah, he's only 15.
I'm gonna marry the mother from Malcolm in the Middle. What are you gonna do? Nothing.
This is a big nope right here.
She creeps me out.
Somebody like Chris for girlfriend. But you got her. And you treat her like this. Don't waste your time, Half-Pint. Her legs.
That was a big outrage.
Ooh.
Oh, man. You gonna punch him? He's gonna do the hero's punch.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if she won't put out for you. Women are not a machine you keep putting kindness coins in until sex falls out.
Oh, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna hit him?
Ugh.
Don't tell me.
I will.
Oh.
There you go.
He kicked him in the butthole.
Yeah.
I know everybody's gonna get kicked out, but that's probably still pretty satisfying.
Thank you. Good night.
Yeah.
Tip the waiter.
Also, he looks way too old to be... Well, I already said that, but...
I love Shia LaBeouf traveled back in time to play that doorman.
Yeah, he's too tall, but yeah.
I love how everybody's like, it's that model. Oh, she's at the toy store.
That bunny's kind of cute.
Oh, no. Are they going to kidnap the little girl?
Oh,
They're gonna try.
that's also a villain trope.
Yep.
Little kid, I'll give you 3 wishes.
Well, at least she's not dumb enough to come with them.
Well, and they weren't dumb enough to have him do that and then have somebody right next to her when she ran to grab her.
I'm sorry, but my mom used to tell me about kidnappers all the fucking time. You want to go into a store and tell the adults to call the cops, and then you're surrounded by witnesses.
Well, this
and
is
you don't,
movie, so...
Yeah, you do not follow anybody that knows your name. You don't respond to the, hey, your parents been in an accident kind of thing.
See, this is where she's about to pull out her Thor hammer, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
Really...
going into a building, good start.
Yeah. Good place to be. No! Oh, ripped her coat.
Yeah.
the
Yeah, talk to
janitor's
the
like,
janitor!
what's going on?
Okay. Nope, keep going, I guess.
Oh, she's at the tower where those parties at.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
then her parents will be there.
Yes,
They'll be
exactly.
pissed.
This floor's elevator's going from 22 to 45.
Again, don't go in the alley, but still.
It's my dad's building. So?
My mom and dad are there.
That's what they do. His
Okay,
dad
there you
owns
go.
the building.
Yeah.
And they're driving that shitty station wagon? Wow.
No, that's not their car. That's Chris's mom's car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is the only floor that's under construction. You probably should have kept going.
No, it's funny. When I was a kid, to that kidnapping thing, I actually did get grabbed when I was 10 or 11 in Portland, and that lasted for a couple of seconds because I did the whole act retarded and they'll let you go thing.
Wow.
But at first, I didn't realize anything had happened. I thought it was my uncle had come up behind me and grabbed me, and I looked up, and it was a stranger, and I just and I got dropped.
That probably saved your life.
Yeah, it was, and it was terrible because I was at the mall with just my grandmother, and I mean that would have killed her. She went into the bathroom, and I disappeared.
So they're...
Shit happens.
Yeah.
So
There's
I'm disoriented, so you gotta reorient. So the girl picked a floor.
Yes,
They
that
got-
she
random.
left chocolate
on
fingerprints on it, and they knew which
okay.
ones to go. If she were a little more crafty, she could have touched all of the buttons.
Yep.
And pushed them all down so they had to go floor to floor to floor to floor. That's a totally douche thing to do in any other situations, but it could have slowed them down a lot. Nobody's gonna go down the stairs.
I'm up here!
Also, she could have taken the stairs to go back
Oh
down.
no. Her coat, her
coat.
cape.
Oh, God.
Seriously?
This is a very cartoony thing to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this movie is practically a cartoon to begin with.
Hey, is this akin to the picture on the front here of the DVD where they're all going down this...
That doesn't happen in the movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm
Follow
looking
me
at the
now, bitch!
I'm looking at the DVD case, and it shows the whole crew going down a rope on the side of a building,
Yeah.
looking fabulous.
Which floor?
We'll try this one first.
Do the chocolate floor.
She's got some balls, man.
This is great.
Lady balls!
Christopher Reeve just flies
She's-
over. It's like, what are you doing out here this evening, young lady?
I'm working Thor's shift tonight.
Oh, you asshole.
This poor girl.
Yeah.
Kick out one of the other windows.
Use your hammer.
Oh, yeah,
my gosh.
bash one of the windows with your hammer.
Terrifying.
Yeah, the foot model is getting their work tonight. Crossing the beam and landing on the window.
I'm still waiting for her to use that hammer.
Yeah, bash the window.
Oh, they're at the party.
Do they see the little kid?
Run!
Dude, ask them for help.
This looks like a set from Next Generation.
I was gonna say, I know that's why the it's like the McDonald's hallway.
Dude,
on the
I'm not
Enterprise.
grabbing that.
That's what she
Oh.
said. Wah!
Dude.
See, they don't even know that she has the porn magazine, so why are they spending so much time going after her?
Good point.
Yeah.
But it is rolled up in her back pocket.
Yeah.
Maybe they saw it. Although they could have been like, hey, I see this. Let's, Yeah.
So she's mingling in the party. I don't know why.
Hopefully nobody's going to be like, hey, you stole my jacket.
Oh, she's looking for Sarah.
Yeah. I wonder what the
Back with the coats, honey.
I wonder what the deal was with her having to have the gloves on the whole time.
Okay, they've got the parent alert.
Yep.
They're getting ready to go, so they need to wrap
Oh,
this
is that
up.
her mom's coat?
Sure,
I
why
think
not?
so, yeah.
Yeah, that would be ironic.
No, really, he should have given the
Oh.
ticket to the valet, and the valet would have gotten the coat. But
It's not the kind of party that has valets.
And it's not an
It's
80s...
an extraordinarily, private, just the owners socializing.
But a little too fancy to just not put them on the bed. There is a trope in Dharma and Greg. Their friends are doing it in the closet. But their dad walks in. The dad walks in and he's like, I just need the coats from the coat check girl. And they don't want to stop part way, so they just hold their shit
Oh,
off.
jeez.
And he doesn't even say anything. He's just like, thanks!
This is not that kind of party.
No.
Oh, okay. We've got some Home Alone action here.
Well, this was directed by the guy that directed Home Alone.
No, don't.
It's not Home Alone unless you make the villains do the girly scream.
Oh, jeez. The little girl's right in front
Dude,
of the party.
even if it's not your kid, you could say something because there's a toddler outside. Or are you just doing the, God, I'm drunk kind of thing?
Right?
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, he is the villain. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
But
that
she's
was
wearing
the
bright
crane
red.
boss. Yep.
How's nobody noticing the kid in red?
They're too busy talking to each other. Well, kids are invisible till they turn 18.
Yeah.
That's 80s math.
Also, that thing by George Carlin.
Yeah. It's or like in time travel where you can do whatever you want, but never talk to yourself.
Yeah.
How did he phrase it? It's the government does not care about you. The government wants live babies so they can raise them to be dead soldiers.
Huh.
Yeah. Until you're 18, they don't want to assist you at all, but once you reach military age, you're A-okay. Yeah. That means no free school lunch, no prenatal care, no daycare, no nothing.
Well, this right here is more of a Adam and Eve. We gotta make sure that the parents don't see us and we're gonna fix this ourselves. Come on, Sarah. Climb that
Body
window.
double.
Now,
and the villain is still trying to get the kid. Give it up.
Are they gonna save the villain? Probably not. The cops will probably show up and nab the villain in the closing scene.
Cops have no way to get to him.
Yeah, true.
Are they gonna whip out the giant
mat? That's why I said the thing about this. Their party is at the Tower of Inferno.
Down, we'll catch you.
If there was a fire in the room where that party was, and the sprinkler system didn't work, they'd be screwed.
Yeah.
No way to fight a fire above 7 stories.
Yeah. Oh, here's our mystery guy.
Yep.
What's his name? Joe Grip?
Joe Grip.
If he's good, he'll let them go. Yeah.
I just need the Playboy.
There's directions on it.
See, now that's the smart way to go.
Boom, boom, boom.
Speaking as
does he know it's the right one?
Yeah.
Some notes and stuff.
Yeah, it's got the stuff on it.
I guess they're pretty important to them.
Hey, that looks like you.
Don't say it.
Wow.
Pretty uncanny, huh?
Shut up. Don't perv on my sister.
Nah, she don't even compare to you.
Oh.
It's not either of their sisters. The only one that's the only two that are related are Brad and Sarah.
Oh yeah. Well, she seems like
This guy's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like him. He's in control.
He did the dumbest thing he could
Give
do,
me a raise,
turning around
bitch.
completely and wedging himself in.
Leave him hanging out there for a while. Let him sweat it out.
Hey, let's call the cops.
Yeah.
No, you don't do that. Even if you don't like somebody, in the criminal culture, you do not involve
That's
outsiders.
true. They'll probably figure it out eventually. Dude, leave them alone. They're not going to tell anybody. They don't want to get busted.
Wow. Well,
yeah,
he's
now
done
he's screwed
for.
anyway.
Yeah, he just wrote himself out.
Babysitting is dangerous.
Ah, hey, you said the thing.
Maybe he could leave town or something.
He's a new babysitter.
Yeah. So they're now playing the song that they were playing when they drove into town.
And she's still screwed. Ugh.
I feel sorry for the actress who was stuck at the train station because she had no contact with the rest of the cast.
Yeah.
They could have shot her completely independent from...
How did they know where to pick her up?
Because she's at the bus station.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I got
So it
distracted
took
by those
them
signs.
like 6 hours. This how about the span of how long all this took.
There we go. I mean, how many times can they take a shot of that building? I think that's a manufactured image.
Yeah, it does look very much like that.
What'd she lose?
Was this
Her
before
skates.
or after the Twin Towers?
Oh, well before.
No,
yeah.
I mean before they were constructed.
No, they'd been built. This is 1987, so they've been there for 11 years.
Oh wait, this is Chicago.
What the
Sorry.
hell is wrong with that guy? Looking at an unconscious chick's boobs.
Ugh. Oh, if you think that's bad, there's a scene in
Everybody died.
Evangelion. There's his friend is lying sick in a hospital bed.
Yeah.
She has a bunch of electrodes attached to her, and he's like, "Wake up, wake up!"
Oh, and now
The
it's
sheet flies off, her tits are out, and he is so fucked up in the head. Jerks off to it.
No.
Now it's to beat
And then
the,
he
it's
admits
to
how
beat the
fucked
parents'
up it
home
is.
scene, and they made it.
Yeah! Everything back to normal.
Use a shirt and lose the pants.
There you go.
I know that's kind of trashy, but nobody gives a shit.
Oh, this
Go
poor
home!
woman, she just get kicked out.
Yep.
Well, it's not
Pop
her
the
house.
popcorn.
They're not
Oh.
observant enough to know jack shit.
Oh, totally.
Just clean
All
up
that
the
crap
mess.
is still on the floor that the daughter spilled.
Yeah, just use a sponge or something.
The house is wrapping up. We would actually just call this a montage.
Yeah.
Again, even for a quote-unquote messy kitchen,
It's not bad.
there needs to be like spaghetti sauce and grease splatters and, I don't know, something, a broken glass
No,
or
the
something.
expectation is that the babysitter's going to pick up.
Yeah.
It's like, we don't make messes on weekends. What's Esmeralda going to think?
It's like that line from the Oblongs. Consuela,
Yeah.
you're not cleaning my house bueno enough. There is spato on El Floro. She's like, Mrs. Clymer, my name is Betty. I'm from Ohio.
Okay,
You racist cunt.
the parents are back.
Yep. And they're like, oh God, Daryl came over. How horrible.
For 5 minutes.
And very sweet, watching TV with the little sister.
There's got to be a nod moment.
Yeah.
We made it back. Everything's okay.
Yeah. Next Friday, we
Yes.
can go to Milwaukee.
No, I'm going to college, damn it.
Then he had the theme song of Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah.
I don't know, is she old enough to take care of herself?
Oh, yeah.
Like the little kid.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. They didn't let us stay at home by ourselves until... No, I was in 4th grade, and I had to look after my brother who was 2 years younger than me. Because both my parents were working. They just give him a key. Don't burn anything, don't break anything, and you're good to go.
So far.
Aww.
Me too.
Me too.
Here's some nice music there.
Yeah, bring it on home to me.
You look like gift wrap. Ugh.
Not going to say what happens. 'cause
Did
I
she
won't-
get paid?
Yes. No, I'm looking forward to what Alex's reaction to how this wraps up is.
We'll see. And who's this now?
Oh, it's the
guy from the
college
party
guy.
who...
How does he know
hang on.
that...
Oh, the
Wait a
college,
minute.
The college guy.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
How the fuck does he know where she lives? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh!
Lost. Please return to. It was on the skate.
I'm sorry, my parents wrote my name on stuff, but that was only for school and shit. And it was just a first and last name.
Well, I wrote my name in my underwear, and I never lost those.
Underwear, school supplies, a swimsuit, permanent marker, but no address. And even then, underwear, even if you put your address on it, you know, you would not probably want it back.
Yeah. So... What?
Ew.
What?
Ew.
He's gonna pay her to watch him? Wait. No, I don't like where this is going.
I don't know. Is it... I think it's just... What do you call it? They do it overseas in Japan. It's hostessing if you're just keeping them company.
Yeah.
And we end with...
And they have
there's
guys
the
that
nod.
do that too.
This?
He
No! This is a
gave
terrible ending. I hate it! I hate it!
A lot of times...
I want my 2 hours back!
Yeah. You don't get the girl and you don't get the guy. It's just the way it works.
Oh, man. Does it? Well, they do kiss.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I mean the other guy giving up on her.
So,
She was
nice
too
guys.
old anyway.
Nice guys finish last. Here we go.
He was also kind of a perv, so yeah, not entirely nice.
Well, this
But
was...
he's also too young for her anyway.
This was Adventures in Babysitting. This is the first time I've ever seen it.
Ron Canada, that was the name of that guy.
I give this 3 nods. I don't know. It's
3 nods out of what, 10?
out of 10. Yeah.
Oh, no. 8 nods out of 10.
8 nods out of 10.
This is a classic.
What's a nod?
The acknowledgement nod.
Yeah.
I'd say 3.
I like.
Okay.
I like
It's
the
too
sketches.
cheesy. It's full of tropes, but not in a good way.
Well-
I'd say it's Disney Channel quality original series at best, but it's not funny like funny and dirty like the John Hughes films were.
Band leader at frat party, man with gun,
Also,
huge guy.
racially insensitive
Yeah.
and slut shaming, and that weird gender thing with
Yeah.
So
it being okay for guys but not being okay for
So
girls.
we wish
that
you
kind of crap.
a very happy December. We will see you in 2018 with more new episodes of Next Generation's First Generation.
Yes, thank you very much for joining us, and please, as always, write in. We appreciate the commentary and feedback, and have a wonderful time. So you're the guest.
So Sasha, what's
So-
this, Star Trek?
Hi,
Next
I'm the
Generation?
guest.
Sasha, what is Star Trek? We're only in the first season right now, so there's a lot that's coming down the line. Let us know what episode you might like to appear on, and we'll see if we can schedule you in on the show.
You can find this podcast at Google Play, iTunes, SoundCloud, and Libsyn.com. Music credits include Night Owl by Broke for Free, As Colorful as Ever by Broke for Free. Music heard in this podcast can be found at freemusicarchive.org.
If you'd like to email the show, you can email us at nextgenfirstgenpod@gmail.com.
Audio engineering was done by Sasha Schaudies. Our graphic designer is Matt Kirschner, who you see a lot of our content on our Facebook and webpage. And a big thank you to Patrick Delmore for networking and coordinating with other podcast hosts to make sure the good word gets out.
Do you have a podcast that you think people should be listening to? Send us your promos and we'll play them on the show. I've been Patrick Delmore.
And this is Sasha Schaudies.
And if you liked this episode, the next episode is already waiting for you on Facebook at Next Generation's First Generation.
Thank you very much for listening, and have a wonderful day.
Good night.